Hi everyone. Today I'm going to do kind of a 90s inspired type of makeup. It's going to be inspired by like celebrity 90s as well as the sort of thing my mom wore in the 90s because it's fun to do that sort of thing. She was actually a makeup artist, my mom, before I was born. So I think she wore pretty cool makeup in the 90s. And I have lots of really 90s colors and that sort of thing. So sorry about my voice if you can notice that. It's been kind of in and out all day, so hopefully it'll come back a bit. Clearing my throat has not been helping, so we'll just go with it. So I already have foundation on because I actually just got home from work. I have always used Arbonne Perfecting Liquid Foundation with SPF 15. I'm the shade Fair. And I primed with Arbonne Makeup Primer. Ooh. And the only other makeup I'm wearing is the new For the Sun of It 35th Anniversary Bronzer from Arbonne. It's like such a perfect shade for me. Well, it's still the main bronzer for Arbonne, but it's much darker. I still wear it all the time, but this is like something I can really wear liberally and it will look crazy. Whereas this will just kind of end up looking like a streak of bronze if I wear a lot. I still really love it though. So I will quickly address that I did dye my hair. It's a lot lighter and I cut it. It's really short for me now. This is short for me. The stylist took about 6 inches off, but I'm so happy. It's so much easier to manage. Like, I can't believe how much easier it is. And it actually can have volume now, which is so crazy because my hair was just kind of flat before and it didn't have anything to it. So I'm really happy about that. But I'll get on with the makeup tutorial now. So I'm going to start with the eye makeup because I already have my foundation and everything on. I haven't decided exactly what I'm going to do. I just have the colors I want to use laid out in front of me and I'll just do what I do with that. So like I've mentioned before, the only non-Arbonne products I use are products that Arbonne doesn't make themselves. So I'm going to start out with Painterly Paint Pot from MAC because Arbonne unfortunately does not make an eyeshadow base. They make a primer and it's an amazing primer, but I still need something to bring the color in the eyeshadow out, so I'm petitioning them to start with something like that. It's been so long since I've done this. Maybe I should zoom in a little bit. Okay. I'm just applying this over the mobile lid and actually I'm going to apply this all the way up to the eyebrow, I think. Yeah. Oh. My finger is stained purple, my finger and thumb. I tried to wash it off, but it's not working. I just ate a whole bunch of currants, so that's the problem there. I didn't hurt myself or anything. Now I'm going to take the shading brush from the Arbonne makeup set, and I'm going to start with Arbonne's eyeshadow in Chocolate. It's a dark brown with gold flecks through it, basically. Gold flecks. So I'm going to load up my brush with that and tap off the excess. And for now, I think I'm going to put that all over the eye. That's what I'm going to go with. I haven't done that in so long. Make sure my eye is in there. I'm just making sure that's evenly placed on my eye. I'm not worrying about this crazy line I have going on right now. Not gonna worry about that. That's for later. I'm also gonna use this brush, but instead of loading up one side of it, I'm gonna put it directly in and just get some product on the bottom of the brush and wipe it off either side. And I'm gonna put some of that underneath on my lower lash line. I'm only going about 1/4 of the way in. And then I just smudged it a little bit further with my brush without adding any more product, just a little bit further. Now I'm taking the all over eye brush from the Arbonne makeup brush set, and I'm going to blend those lines, so underneath and on top. So that brought the shadow up a little bit more, but I'm still going to add a little bit more of that with the all over eye brush, the really fluffy one. And I'm dabbing off most of it on my wrist because I do not want there to be a lot of this. But now I'm going to take my Arbonne eyeshadow in Vanilla. It's just a, honestly, light, creamy vanilla shade. And I'm using my finger for this. I'm going to put that in the inner corner. And try not to poke myself in the eye. And right underneath the eyebrow. So hopefully you guys can see those shades when I'm up close like this. Now I'm going to take the angled brush, which is called the Slant brush from the Arbonne makeup kit, makeup brush kit. And once again, Arbonne does not make stuff specifically formulated for eyebrows. They have really great stuff for blondes, and you know, you can definitely make it work. A lot of my friends use their eyeshadow, their eye pencils as eyebrow pencils, or any of their eyeshadows. But for the purposes of this video, since I'm going to be over drawing my eyebrows, I have to use something else. So I'm actually going to use MAC eyeshadow in Embark, just a really deep brown, basically. It's kind of a mix between an ashy brown and a warm brown. I can't put my finger on it, but I am using that Slant brush. I'm gonna get a lot on there, and I am gonna overdraw my eyebrows because I'm actually working from a picture of Brooke Shields right now. And it just looks so good in 90s, so I want to go for that. So I'm following under my eyebrows where they naturally end, and then I'm just going straight out instead of following my natural arch. And I want my eyebrows to not look too perfectly drawn, so I am going backwards through them with the brush like this. And I'm going to rough them up a little bit. And I'm brushing the front of my eyebrows up. And I'm going to brush through these puppies with a mascara wand just to soften them up a little bit. There, wow, they look crazy with just one done, but I think I'm going to be pretty happy with them. And since one is in the shade and one is in the light, they look different, but I can guarantee you they are the same. As much as eyebrows should be, because they're sisters, not twins. Okay, and I'm going to wipe that off my slant brush. And I'm sorry I went from halfway down the eyes to the eyebrows. I just felt like I needed it to tie it all together. And I'm going to take that chocolate shade again and just follow through the rest of the way. Okay, now I'm taking my slant brush again, and I'm using Blackout from Arbonne. It's just black. And I'm going to line my top lash line. And I'm going to go all the way to my inner corner with this. I'm sorry, I keep looking in the camera to make sure it's showing up, at least on one eye. Okay, so I'm satisfied as long as you can see it on one eye, and you can on this eye, so we're good. Now I'm going to curl my eyelashes and apply mascara, and I'm using, where is it? My Arbonne It's a Long Story mascara. This stuff is the best, if it would focus. There we go.
Okay, I know that you've all dismissed this theory before, but is there any chance that Carl is a vampire? No, you guys, I'm serious. Think about it. He always wears black. We never see him in the daylight, only after dark.
Oh my god. That does describe a vampire. Or, you know, a bartender.
I'm just going to get a good shot of the eye makeup for you guys up here in the actual light. This is what it looks like for real. I need to get some sort of tripod or something and some good light because I am not enjoying this light right now. But at least right now you can see the actual makeup. So the next thing I'm going to do is apply some blush. And I'm going to use Arbonne blush in Apricot. I guess I'll show you the actual blush without reflection. It's a really nice peachy apricot color. That's something about Arbonne. They name things what they look like, which is kind of useful. Okay, so I'm going to get a lot on my brush because every picture I see here from the 90s, they go pretty hard with the blush. So I'm going to put that all over my cheekbone and the apple of my cheek. If you wanted to make this really wearable, I might skip this part and just apply it where we applied blush in 2015. I'm going to take Arbonne lip liner in Cafe. This sort of deal right here. It's a dark, kind of rusty brown color. It's really nice, very 90s. I have some lip balm on in preparation for having to put lip liner on because my lips were so dry from being outside. It's actually not very cold today, but it's still so dry because it's Canada and it's winter. Okay, so I'm just gonna line the outside of my lips with this because this is the 90s we're talking about. Now I want the outside line to be precise, but the inside line doesn't really matter that much because we're going to be covering it with a dark enough lipstick anyway. And then on the whole of my lips, I'm going to use Arbonne lipstick in Satin. How to describe this? This is like a mauvey brown with gold flecks in it, and it's one of my favorite lipsticks. I wear it all the time without lip liner, but 90s. So I'm going to apply that all over my lips. Okay, so here is my 90s look, inspired by the fact that 90s is huge right now, but everyone's doing kind of modern 90s sort of look. I wanted to do something that is true to the 90s, more or less. It's still wearable and it's still... what am I trying to say? It's wearable and it's still something that could be modern, just with slight little things that make it 90s, like the lip liner and the blush and the eyeshadow placement. So I really love it. I hope you guys can see it well enough. In my camera, to me, I look like a clown, but I think in my mirror it looks pretty darn good, so I'm hoping it actually looks good. So that's it. I hope you guys like this. Give me suggestions for other stuff. I'm sorry about the shakiness of the camera right now. I'm holding it up. It's not on anything because I want you guys to be able to actually see it. So give me suggestions for other things you'd like to see. I'll do anything, honestly. I wanted to just get back into this, and I thought this would be a really fun place to start. So let me know what you think. Let me know if you like my hair. It's gonna be lighter in 2 months. This is just a transition shade, but I actually really love it. And yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. And I'll have, sorry for the sniffling, I'll have all my products listed in the description. So thank you so much. See you again soon.